Church at 5 p.m.
Unbelievable. I am shaking.
BBC Radio Solent. Make a difference.
8:53, good morning. Winchester University students have taken over. It's Fashion Week, Mindful Fashion Monday. I'm joined in the studio by Holly and Lauren, third year students. Welcome to you both.
Thank you for having us.
You're welcome. Third year, this is it.
It's a big year.
Okay, Holly, how's it gone? Has it gone well?
It's gone really very quick. Didn't expect to be here already, but yeah.
Is it largely down to the first year you don't take seriously enough, and then the others you have to catch up, Lauren?
Pretty much, yeah. Like, you've got to make up for it now.
Yeah.
It counts now.
I think I've put a lot of money on this. This needs to deliver. Tell me, a Mindful Fashion Monday. So, Lauren, you start. What is that in real terms when you're a student?
So for today, Mindful Fashion Monday is all about championing sustainable clothing, wearing things like you've reworn before, like that it's okay to keep re-wearing the same clothes. We've got a pop-up at the uni today, and encouraging people to wear their second-hand clothing, and they'll be taking pictures and it'll be all over the social media.
Yeah, and Holly, do you think how do you balance that with wanting to produce new stuff?
I think it's sort of like everyone sees sustainability as like a all or nothing approach, but you can still buy new and also still be sustainable. You just have to like 50-50. It's more like you don't need a new t-shirt or a new pair of jeans, but if you want a new jacket for a new occasion, that's totally okay. I think it's just not overbuying to the things you're just throwing it away and not wearing it. It's buying new to wear it over and over again.
Okay, do you subscribe to the notion it's better to buy something expensive that lasts long, or do you think there's a lot of mileage in those cheap t-shirts and clothes that you think they're really affordable, people wear a lot?
I think I mean, as a uni student, I don't have a ton of extra income to be buying a really expensive jacket just to wear it all the time. So I can't say, but I only think you should buy cheap stuff. But I think it's like, if it's something like shoes, you're going to wear all the time, then I would spend a little bit more.
Yeah, you're both really well turned out and you look kind of fashiony, I would say, if that's the phrase. Lauren, do you feel compelled with your university 3 years of doing fashion? Have you had to go, I better make an effort, I'm on a fashion course for 3 years?
Definitely, I've had to up the wardrobe.
I'm fascinated to know where you go next when you've done fashion. Is it off to the Mecca that is London to work with the big fashion houses, or do you start your own business online? Who wants to take that first? Lauren, you go for it.
I think it's all about getting your foot in the door. Like, that is definitely the hardest part, and it's sort of working your way up. I think anything in marketing now is what I want to go into, just to get experience, and then hopefully one day be in London or anywhere in the world, working for fashion. It would be the dream.
An amazing industry. How about you, Holly? Have you set your sights on where you want to go? Because when you do a university course, I think to myself, most people start to formulate in the last part of it what they really enjoyed.
Yeah, I think I'm not entirely sure the direction, if it's a fashion or whatnot. I think for fashion, it kind of teaches you skills of so many industries that I haven't quite set clear on fashion. I'm going to do a master's in fashion first to make sure that's what I want, but I really feel like I could even end up in just marketing, media, or anything.
That sounds like even more money. Somewhere behind every student there's a parent in tears doing a really supportive face, but inside they're going, oh my goodness, another year. Lovely to have you in the studio. I like fashion, I like seeing what's emerging. Are there any easy points of access that people can go, oh, I'll have a little look at Winchester Fashion Week? Do you run a thread on it? Do you have it on Insta? What are you doing so people can have a look?
So from like outside perspective, we have our Instagram page, Winchester Fashion and Business Instagram page, and we've also made a podcast for Winchester Fashion Week called The Fashion Chat Room, and that's on Spotify. We kind of update you on everything we're doing during the week.
And there's also the Winchester Fashion Week website, which has every event that's happening this week, and there's some very good ones on this week.
Yeah, my only connection with fashion, and it won't surprise you looking at me, because I'm imagining a bit like with a great chef, whenever they eat, they judge the food, they can't help it. Yeah, it's ingrained in their DNA, and I imagine when you've spent years studying fashion, when you meet people, you can't turn off in your head. You go, those glasses are wrong, or I don't think I'll be wearing those. But you wouldn't say anything because you're too kind. My only frame of reference is The Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah.
It is
love that
yeah,
film.
it is a good film. I feel like we can be a little bit like that. Like, you sure about that?
The
We keep
industry
to
itself
ourselves.
is famous for being ruthless, isn't it?
Oh,
It's famous for
100%.
being super mean and
Definitely.
tough. Is designing clothes where you both want to go fundamentally? If you could choose, would you both go there?
I don't think I will go there necessarily. I think I want to be more in like the buying sort of area, picking what comes into the stores. That's what I think I want to go into.
Quite nice, wouldn't it? How about you, Holly?
Yeah, I think I've because we got to speak to a lot of people in industry, I've definitely more related to more the business side of it, as I feel like you have a bit more control than designers even do, even though they get to create these pieces of fashion. They don't have as control as when it can be released and the money and things like that, and I find that more interesting.
Well, good luck to you both. I heard a great interview from one of the buyers for George at Asda. Okay, we're talking about how to price up a garment, and he was explaining it. And he said, actually, it's not that hard, but we buy it per mile. Although imagine buying a piece of material and going, we're going to need a mile of that over the next X
So
amount of
mad.
years. I think trying to do the maths is phenomenal. Holly and Lauren, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you
It's
for
been
having
great to
us.
have you in the studio. You are most welcome. Looking sensational. Winchester Fashion Week. It's easy to follow online to find out what the next flavours, the next waves, the next way we should all be looking is coming your way right now on the South Coast in Winchester.
On the BBC Sounds